Welcome back. So last time we designed a roll and write game. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, I suggest you go take a look now. But now it's time to play me against you. First, let's review the rules and make a few small modifications.
Okay, so let's review the rules. Something that I forgot about during the development, but something that we did write down as a possible idea is this one. 2 last tiles, choose one. So that means when we get to the end and we're generating the last tile, we should generate 2 and then pick which one we want. I think that would make things interesting. I forgot to do that before, but it gives you a little more agency over that otherwise kind of forced choice at the very end. Let's review scoring. Groups of 3, it's 1 point for the whole group. If you can get up to a group of 4 or more, it's 1 point per member, so a group of 4 is worth 4 points. A group of 5 is worth 5 points. Humans and dwarves can add adjacent marketplaces to their score, 1 point per marketplace. Marketplaces can form continuity through each other, but do not provide continuity for separated humans or separated dwarves. And trolls only count to their group scoring if they're bordering a river, but they do count towards continuity even if they're not bordering a river. So a group of trolls separated by a single troll from another group of trolls, if those two separated groups have access to rivers and the middle troll doesn't, that middle troll can still connect them and count towards the continuity. -3 for each shared edge between dwarves and trolls. So I'm thinking, let's try a bigger value, -3, and then -2 for each incomplete river end. The reason why I wanted these to be different is I don't want situations where it's the player doesn't really know which way to go. They're kind of the same thing. So I was thinking it'd be interesting if the dwarves and the trolls, which I think is easier to avoid, is a greater penalty. Then incomplete river is a lesser penalty, but 2 incomplete rivers, like if you placed a river piece right in the middle, it's actually 4, -4, right? So these kind of graduate.
So let's get down to it. First roll. A 4 and a 1. This is a dwarf with no rivers or walls. This is a troll with a river. This is a dwarf with no walls or rivers. This is a human with a wall and a river. I do notice I have a tendency to try and put everybody in the same quadrants I'm familiar with. I think it makes things easier for me, but it doesn't necessarily make for the most compelling gameplay. 6 and a 6. This is a marketplace with a river and a wall. Okay, this is a troll with no walls and no rivers. This is a dwarf with a wall. This is another dwarf. No, this is a marketplace with no walls or rivers. This is a dwarf with no walls or rivers. This is a dwarf with a wall. This is another dwarf. This is a dwarf with a wall again, okay. This is interesting. We have yet to get much other than dwarves. It's a dwarf. It's a dwarf with a wall and a river. Remember, the rivers always go to the left of the walls. Okay, that's a troll with no walls or rivers. That is a human with no walls and rivers. That's a human with a wall and a river. That's a human with a wall and a river again. That is a troll with no walls or rivers. That is a marketplace with a wall and a river. Interesting. That's a dwarf with no walls or rivers. That's a human with a wall. I feel like I'm building a maze with the humans over there. That is a dwarf with a wall. This is actually working out pretty well for me. As I say that, let's fingers crossed. This is a troll with a wall and a river. Three left. This is a dwarf with a wall. This is a human with a wall. Okay, one more. So we're going to roll this one twice and you get to choose. So you can have a marketplace with a wall and a river, or you can have a human with a wall and a river. For me, that really doesn't make any difference. All of my trolls already have rivers. So I will just mark this a marketplace, put the river along the edge, and the wall in the middle. And let's score this. I didn't leave myself much room, but we'll go dwarves, humans, trolls, rivers, trolls, dwarves. Okay, so for dwarves, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dwarves. Then I can include the marketplaces. 11, 12, 13 points. Humans. I have 6 humans here. 7, 8 for the marketplaces. Trolls. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all connected to rivers. River penalties, I have none. My rivers are all good. And trolls and dwarf penalties, I have none. I think I have 26. How did you do? So I've moved over here to give you a slightly better angle. I realized the last game you were looking at from the complete side, so that might not have been the best. And I came up with an idea that might make it a little more interesting. I think as you play this many times, the beginning of the game will be very similar, right? You'll have kind of a strategy you like to play, and there's nothing really forcing you out of it. So I was thinking, what if the first move is a forced move? So the way I'm thinking we would do that is we'll generate a space on this grid, and the first piece must be placed in that space. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to say this is the green side and this is the red side. I'm going to roll 2 dice, and then I'm going to count down. If I get a 6, there's 2 things I could do. I could say that we re-roll a 6, or I could say that the player gets to choose which column or row if they get a 6. So let's say the player gets to choose. So if I roll double 6s, it'd be like normal. You can put it wherever you want. Okay, but to try out the new feature, that was a little eerie. Let's roll until we get something to stop double 6s. Okay, shoot. I think I said green down the left side. It really doesn't matter at all. So 1, 2, 3, 5, and 3. So this space down here, we must place our first piece. Now you can still choose the direction you want to rotate it in. Okay, so I got dwarf with a wall. Okay, so this first piece down here must be a dwarf with a wall. You know, if it's an edge piece, it's not a big deal, is it? Oh, I tried. I do think if it wound up somewhere in the middle, that would be interesting. Maybe the rule should be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you never even have a roll at that point. Maybe we'll try that in the next game. Let's just play this game out. Okay, that's a troll with a wall. Okay, I'm not able to do what I usually like to do. That's nice. Maybe the first few tests were kind of consistent. This is a troll with a river. It's a dwarf with nothing. You know, if I don't get very many dwarves, I'll maybe pulled in a different direction than I normally go, but we'll see. That is a human with nothing. That's a human with a wall and a river. You can see I'm eager to get that river in place next to the troll. And now I need 2 humans just to make it around that wall. But that shouldn't be too hard. Okay, this is a dwarf with a wall and a river. That is a troll with a wall and a river. So this is a lot of instructions in this game. Okay, we got a dwarf. Oh, sorry. We got a troll with a wall. Troll with a wall. Slowly pushing myself into a corner here. Okay, this is another troll with a wall and a river. That's a troll with a river. Oh, I like that. It's a troll. It's a troll with nothing. No walls, no rivers. That is a dwarf with a river and a wall. That is a dwarf with nothing. That's a dwarf with a wall. That's a troll with nothing. So here's an issue for me. If my trolls actually exceed these two columns I've set out for them, I have to find another place to put them. Okay, it's a human with nothing. That's a marketplace with a river and a wall. That's actually our first marketplace. Interesting. Okay, that's a dwarf with a river. I'm getting adverse to those penalties. That is a dwarf with a wall. That's a human. No, that's a marketplace with a river only. Okay, so I could close off my trolls with that, but if I do get another troll, I guess I'll stick it behind the humans. What did I say that was? That was a marketplace with a river. Does get water from my last troll. Okay, that is a human with a wall. That's a human with a wall and a river. I'd like to put it there, but I can't. I'll lose that human, which is not necessarily bad. I think I'm going to take a small chance and stick it over here. hoping for another human to connect it up. Okay, that is a marketplace with a river and a wall. So, okay, I am gonna lose something here. If I stick the marketplace in there, I take the penalty, which is -4 for the river being completely unconnected. So I think I'd rather lose access to that human, put the marketplace over here. Oh, I'm gonna lose access to 2 humans. Still, losing 2 points is better than losing 4 points. So put the river and the wall. Oh, no, I still have 1 human. No. The marketplace is not continuity. Poof. At least I have 3 humans, which is enough to... Oh, I need 1 more human to get the bonus. So we're gonna roll this last one twice. So it actually is an advantage when you get down to like the last 2 spaces. The space that's more critical to you, you want to do that last because you get 2 shots at it. So this first shot here, this is a troll with a river. That is not good for me at all. Oh, this is a troll with nothing. Oh. Okay. Interesting. So this is why I wanted the penalties to be different points. So if I put the troll at the river's -4, but it prevents I think we said a -3 for the shared edge. So it's better not to put the river there. So I'm gonna go with the troll with nothing. But I scored a lot worse this time. I think maybe I just got kind of lucky last game. Because this game was interesting. This game, okay, so let's score it up. We got dwarves, humans, trolls, river penalty, and then the troll dwarf adjacency penalty. So the dwarves, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dwarves. We get 1 more, 9 for the marketplace, 10 for that marketplace. 10 points for dwarves. Humans, I only got 3 points for humans. I get 4, 5. No. I get 1 point for the humans because there's 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3 for the 2 marketplaces. So I'm only up to 3. Trolls. Okay, at least I did okay over here with the trolls. 4, 5, 8. I have 8 trolls. All of them are connected to water. The river penalties. So I have this 1 river sticking out here. That's all. So that's -2. And then the touch. So the dwarf troll borders, there's 2 of them. That's -6. That's -8. It cancels my troll points right there. So I got 13 points total. Well, I did a lot worse that time. Did you beat me? Let's play one last game. Who knows? Maybe it's best 2 out of 3. This grid was actually, I had drawn a 6x6 a while ago. I've just crossed off the outer edge, so we're focused on this 5x5 right here. And we're doing the forced roll first. So we're gonna go down, oh, and we're gonna do it in the middle this time. So this 6, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's this row here, and then that 3 is gonna be in the middle. So right here, that is our forced space, and we have a human with a wall. So there's a human with a wall right here. Yeah, see, I could kind of invert this. I'd like to put the humans near the top, so I can certainly do this. I'm gonna go ahead and put it there. Okay, now we're playing. Okay, we have a troll. No, we have a marketplace with a river and a wall. That's a troll with nothing. Boy, this is definitely throwing me off. I like it. Okay, this is a troll with a wall and a river. That's another troll. It's a troll with a river. I am taking some chances on trolls here. But we have had quite a few. So it's another, no, this is the marketplace with a river and a wall. I would like to continue this river here. But that will cut the marketplace off from potential humans over here. I might just stick it in a corner. Okay, this is a human with nothing around it. This is a troll with a wall and a river. It's a marketplace with nothing else around it. This is a human with nothing around it. I've not rolled any dwarves yet. I should be trying to make another river that cuts across, given how many rivers there could be. I mean, I still have a lot of edge spaces, so I could just shunt rivers off to the sides. Maybe that's fine. Hey, we got a dwarf with nothing around it. I'm gonna leave my options open in the middle here for more humans to expand. That's a troll with nothing around it. Those are always the toughest. You need to force a river. Unless I get trolls with rivers, I got some problems. Maybe I shouldn't even put it there. That's a human with a river. these trolls out any way I can. Okay, that's a troll with a river and a wall. Okay, I needed that. That's a dwarf with a river. That's a dwarf with nothing. That's a marketplace with a river and a wall. All of my trolls have access to water currently, but the last one kind of needs to bring its own. That's a human with nothing. Oh, I just realized I left that river. Oh, I should have put the human there. I needed a human with a river. Shoot. Oh, no erasing. This is a troll with nothing around it. I'm just going to stick him in there. He's not going to score me anything, but he's not going to hurt me. It's a dwarf with a wall and a river. Cut me off from the marketplace. That stinks. It's only worth 1 point though. And that's a human with a river. Okay, so we get 2 rolls on this one. That is a dwarf with a wall. Yeah, that works for me. Your other option is a troll with a river. Personally, I'm taking the dwarf with the wall, and it really doesn't matter where I stick it. I don't have access to marketplaces, so I can kind of get the dwarves completely isolated in that corner. All right, let's do scoring. Okay, I'm going to score my dwarves. I have 6 dwarves, so that is 6 points. Humans, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 humans. They are next to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They got all the marketplaces to themselves. All 5 of them. Okay. Trolls. I have 8 trolls. One of them is not adjacent to a river. The rest are. So I have 7 points of trolls. Okay, river penalties. So I didn't finish this river right here. That's -2. The rest of my rivers look good. Yeah, and that human could have gone right there. That's really screwed that one up. Well, that's 2 points. Hopefully that won't be the deciding factor between me winning and losing. And then the troll dwarf penalty. I don't have any of those. I actually got off pretty easily on this one. Okay, so 21. How'd you do? Did you beat 21? So what do you think? I thought it went pretty well. there's a few different games you're kind of playing at the same time, right? You're trying to match the trolls to rivers, which is a bit of a challenge. You're also trying to make sure that you don't have any incomplete rivers. And you're also trying to maximize the marketplaces with the humans and the dwarves. And I think those three kind of little objectives run into each other. Also with the fact, I think it was actually a really good move to combine rivers and roads, rivers and walls on the same spaces, because that forces these edges that you can't deal with. Like when you only have a single edge on a piece, you can kind of push those edges off to the sides. You have a lot more control over them. That extra edge, especially forcing the river to always be on the left, really gives you an additional challenge, you know, a wrench in the works that you have to deal with. So all in all, I think it keeps things pretty simple, but it's also fairly interesting. And yeah, I'm pretty proud with what we managed to build. If you like what you see, leave me some comments. This is the first I've done of this, so I'm kind of curious of what the response might be.